Baby Bears by Bobby Kalman. Essential question: how are offspring like their parents? Read to find out how baby bears are like their moms and dads. What is a bear? Bears are animals called mammals. Mammals have hair or fur on their bodies. Bears are covered with fur. Mammals are born. You were born too. You are a mammal. Baby bears are called cubs. Cubs are born with their eyes shut. Their eyes open when they are about 6 weeks old. This brown bear cub was just born. It has very little fur. Mammal mothers make milk inside their bodies. Mammal babies nurse from their mothers. To nurse is to drink mother's milk. The polar bear cub is nursing. Kinds of bears. There are 8 kinds of bears. The bears shown on this page are an American black bear, a brown bear, and a polar bear. These bears all live in North America. American black bears can be different colors. What color is this black bear? There are different kinds of brown bears. These grizzly bears are one kind of brown bear. Polar bears have white fur. They live in a cold place called the Arctic. People who study bears once thought that giant pandas were raccoons. Now people think that these animals are bears. There are not many giant pandas left in the world. Giant pandas live in China. Stop and check. Reread. What animal did people used to think giant pandas were? Reread to check your understanding. Bear bodies. Bears have 4 legs. They can walk on all 4 legs or on their 2 back legs. They have 5 toes with claws on each foot. Claws are curved nails. This grizzly bear cub has brown fur covering its body. Bears can smell, hear, and see very well. Bears use their claws to climb and dig. Bear coats. Bears have 2 kinds of fur. Some of their fur is short and some is long. Their short fur keeps them warm. Their long fur keeps water away from their skin. Polar bears have thick white fur. Pandas have black and white fur. Bear families. A bear family is made up of a mother bear and her cubs. Most mother bears have litters of cubs. A litter is 2 or more babies that are born at the same time. This mother grizzly bear has 3 cubs. This mother bear is teaching her cubs how to climb a tree. Mothers also teach cubs how to groom their fur and stay clean. Cubs stay with their mothers until they are 2 to 3 years old. They watch their mothers to learn how to live on their own. Mother bears teach their cubs where to find food and how to stay safe. What do bears eat? Most bears are omnivores. Omnivores are animals that eat both plants and animals. Bears eat honey, berries, leaves, and eggs. They also eat insects, fish, and other animals. Polar bears are carnivores. Carnivores eat mainly other animals. Pandas are herbivores. Herbivores eat mainly plants. Pandas eat plants called bamboo. Bear habitats. Bears live in different places. The natural place where a bear lives is called its habitat. Many bears live in forests. Forests are habitats with many trees. Some bears live on mountains. Pandas live in forests that grow high on mountains. Bamboo grows in these forests. Black bears live in North American forests. Make predictions. What do you think this bear will find to eat? Use the make prediction strategy to help you. Winter sleep. Some bears live in places that have cold winters. It is hard for the bears to find food when it is cold. To stay alive, they sleep through most of the winter. During the summer and fall, the bears eat a lot of food. They store the food as fat on their bodies. The bears live off the fat during the winter. These grizzly bears are eating a lot of salmon. They are getting ready for winter. Mother bears that live in cold places have their cubs in winter. Before the cubs are born, the mother builds a home called a den. The den is a warm and safe place for the bears to live. Many bears make their dens by digging holes in hills or under tree roots. Some bears use caves or holes in logs for their dens. After the cubs are born, the mother goes to sleep. The cubs nurse while their mother sleeps. Some polar bears make tunnels in the snow to use as dens. Cubs grow up. Each bear goes through a set of changes called a life cycle. A life cycle starts when a cub is born. The cub grows and changes. It then becomes an adult bear. These pictures show the life cycle of an American black bear. Adult bears can make babies. A black bear cub drinks its mother's milk. Soon the cub leaves the den. It still nurses, but it starts eating other foods too. The cub becomes an adult when it is 3 to 5 years old. This mother bear and her cubs are looking for food in a forest. The cubs will soon start living on their own and finding food for themselves. This black bear cub has just left its den. It is starting to learn about the world. The cub will quickly find out why it should not play with skunks.